welcome back. I am absolutely thrilled to have this person as our very first guest here on Late Night. You know her work on Saturday Night Live and the NBC sitcom Parks and Recreation. I know her as one of my best friends. Please welcome the lovely and wonderful Amy Poehler. This is awesome.
Wow,
We've come a long way.
Yes, we have come a long way.
2001, we started the show together.
We were in the same class together.
We were in the same class
That's
at
right.
SNL, right down the hall. This is a super hot picture of how we used to look back in the day. Look at those two. It's good.
Yeah.
I used to just set an iron on the top of my head to get my hair to look like that.
That was before I fixed my teeth.
Well,
Yeah.
you can't tell. Because for me,
all my teeth are fake now.
Every single one?
Yeah, I pulled them all out and I got new ones.
Oh, I remember because there was that one year at SNL where you had no teeth.
Yeah. Hi!
Hi!
You're hosting your own show!
I know, can you believe it? And Fred's here! No? Are things not great with you and Fred right now?
No, he knows what he did. Hi, Fred.
Hi, how are you?
Hey. I'm fine.
I'm sorry?
I said I'm fine.
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay, good.
I heard you.
Yeah, good,
Great.
then fine.
I'm so glad.
It's like,
I'm sorry, I forgot that you guys had this thing and I should have...
well, it's hard sometimes to be friends after being very turbulent lovers. Oh, is that funny? Is it funny?
Yeah, I think it is
funny?
very
Is it
funny,
funny?
actually.
Okay,
Something
okay.
that makes me laugh.
I don't think it's funny. I think it's really hurtful.
By the way, you shouldn't
Yeah.
hurt Fred's feelings or else he might not put you on his new show, Recent History.
I heard about it. It's cool that he's cool about when they put it on.
He's so cool. That's why this networks love him.
Yeah.
Last time I saw you, we were at the Golden Globes together. I was
Yes,
backstage at the Golden
that's
Globes.
right.
You won a Golden Globe.
Yes.
Here's a ballot. This is. Look at that. And I'm so sorry.
That's a nice picture.
We could not find a photo of you winning a Globe that I wasn't in. We could only find ones that I was in.
That was such a fun night, and you helped us so
It was
much.
such a fun night. You guys were amazing. You told some jokes about Clooney, and I heard you may be in a prank war with George
Yeah,
Clooney.
well, we told some jokes, and then he kind of got back using Matt Damon as a decoy, and I just want to use your show to wave the white flag and tell Clooney that I surrender, because he's the master prankster, and I want to say something to George Clooney that no woman has ever said to him, which is, George, please stop.
That's true.
Don't.
I don't think he's ever heard that.
Yeah, no, he's never heard that.
Yeah.
Please stop what you're doing.
That's great. And you had like one of those like showbiz parties you like read about after the Golden Globe. Like you and Tina
Well,
like
I mean, look, let's be honest. Any party I'm at is a showbiz party.
usually. In fact, now that I think of it, I've never gotten an Evite from you that didn't say any party I'm at is a showbiz party.
Showbiz party. Yeah. It's awkward during christenings and such, but
It's awkward that you say during the christening, this is a showbiz party.
Yeah.
Because you usually show up late in the middle of the christening.
Yeah,
and you're
always.
like, Amy Poehler's here, it's a showbiz party.
And I'm like, bring out your famous babies.
And then the thing I don't like is you often look at the baby and decide if it has the looks to be famous.
I can tell. I can tell right away.
And
if
by
a
the way,
baby's
we
gonna be
can
famous.
tell that you can tell. We can tell when you're deciding, and you're sort of
Yeah,
like,
like when my friends show me their babies, I'm like, they're not gonna be famous.
Yeah.
Wait, yes, Golden Globe party. And, you know, I am so excited to be your first guest because I feel like the first guest really sets the tone.
Yes.
And I know you guys have been preparing for the show, and it's like that anxiety of like, are guests going to show up? And like, the guests are here, like they've showed
it's a
up.
thing now.
The party has started. And we threw a party after the Golden Globes, and I got there early, and the first guest to show up was Joaquin Phoenix.
Which is a great first guest.
A great, weird first guest.
Yeah.
And he was so lovely and funny, and he said, "Oh, you guys did a joke about me, you know, living in the future." And he was like, "And you know, I'm glad you did because I do live in the future, and a lot of people don't understand that." And I just kind of paused, and he was like, "I'm just fooling around." And I was like, "I don't know what you're saying." And he was so nice. So like him, I hope that I set a very talented and strange tone
Yeah.
for your first
I want
season.
you to be the Joaquin Phoenix of this show.
Thank you.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you. I am the first one here, but I am going to be the last one to leave. So,
Oh, right.
so at like 10 years later, you'll find me under your desk.
Great. You, Parks and Rec, you're wrapping up? You're still shooting?
Still shooting. Have a week to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're executive producing Broad City on Comedy Central. Excellent show.
Yes.
You're writing a book.
Yes, writing a book, and I'd like to announce on your show, big Broad City got picked up for season 2.
Oh,
for Comedy
congratulations.
Central.
That's great news. You're such funny lady.
Pretty, very excited for Abby and Alana. Yeah, doing a lot of stuff.
Now, if I know Polar, you're like, that's not true, and you're just cornering the network. You're like going to announce it, and then be like,
Oh,
I
yeah. And I'm
announced
like,
it,
oh,
so-
you want to embarrass me by not
Okay,
picking it
cool.
up?
Do it.
Because I just announced
Yeah, I
it.
guess you have to put out a press release, because I
Okay,
just
good.
announced it.
No. Yeah, I don't ask for permission. I beg for forgiveness. Is that how it goes?
That's how it goes with you, I think. So, you have been a guest on a lot of talk shows over the year. Do you have any advice for me? It's like, what should I
Well,
expect?
here's what and I'm being honest with you right now. This show is a piece of cake because I'm here. We
Right.
could talk forever. We talk every day. The gorgeous charm monster Joe Biden is here.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Vice President Joe Biden.
Right.
I should call
Vice
him
President Char Monster.
that. Yeah. Yes. And I think you're going to get some guests that aren't as easy as us.
Right.
And I'm worried about how you're going to handle someone who's kind of a difficult guest.
Right.
So I want to practice.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to pretend like I'm someone, I'm not going to say an actress, it could be anybody. It could be an author or, you know,
Okay, gotcha.
probably an actress
Okay.
who is kind of bored.
Okay, gotcha. So you're bored and I'm asking you. So, so you shot in Rome. What was that like? What was Rome like?
I don't know.
You don't know what it was like?
I don't know.
Do you, it says here you have pets?
Do I? I don't know. I just want to say something racist.
Don't. That's very helpful.
Thank you. And I have to say, though, you are going to do such a wonderful job because you're so talented. And also, I have watched you for 13 years pretend to listen to people.
Well,
doing a good job.
it is so special for me to have you out here because we worked together for 12 and a half years, and I'll never forget, you always said, if you want to have a conversation with me, get a talk show. And for this being the first time we've
that's
had
right.
a conversation,
Yeah,
this has
and
been
it's
wonderful.
It's really lovely.
Because we have faked chemistry so well over the years.
hate each other.
Because every time we did update, you were like, we're just here for jokes, buddy. I don't want
Yeah.
chit chat. We're just here for the jokes.
At the end of update, every time I'd go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, finally.
When we return, we'll talk with the Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden. Stay tuned for more